It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Phoenix Suns out in Phoenix. Well, it was the Suns winning their last game against the Magic in Orlando. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. And what a beginning to the season we've had. Some amazing plays, some huge games. Shaq, for the teams that have gotten out to a fast start, how do they go about maintaining that momentum?
Well, it's called PPM, Ernie. Perseverance, physically and mentally. Put your hands up, Ernie. Put your hands up, Kenny.
Okay.
Touch it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report.
Well, guys, when Devin Booker's father finished his playing career in Europe, Devin, who was then 15, moved from Michigan to Mississippi to train with him. Devin said it was a culture shock, but it was the best decision I ever made. I was a student of the game, but I never understood the grind. He instilled that, and it stuck with me. Kevin?
And that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, DA. Some prime-time rebounders here going head-to-head, shot blockers, controlling the rim. Brent, what's a mental makeup that you see of a terrific rebounder?
Well, really all about effort, and I think sometimes we don't do our diligence in terms of talking about great rebounders with how they set up well before the shot, Kevin. There are plenty of guys that grab 4 or 5 rebounds a game, but don't think about the shooter and where they're shooting from. Some of the great rebounders in our game understand where the ball is going to fly off the rim and get themselves in position early and often to do so.
I thought Dennis Rodman was maybe the best I've ever seen at his size do just that.
You know why, Kevin, is that they never asked him to shoot the ball, so that's all he had to think about.
Right. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. Jones and Butler in the backcourt. And it's Towns in at the 5. A nice shot by Booker.
You got to play up on Devin Booker even when he doesn't have the ball. Once he catches the pass, he's ready to let it go.
Screen by Jones. Butler dishes to Towns to the inside. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
On the wing, Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Bledsoe outside. And Booker kicks to left. Back to Booker. Jackson has the open look. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Jackson's got 5.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, at 6'9", Taj Gibson has the ability to get up there and throw it down.
Suns have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Booker against Butler. And Booker kicks to left. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Shots good by Bledsoe.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jones, the pass to Gibson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Jones. Wiggins against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Williams kicks to Booker. That's tipped. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Suns, 5 games behind.
And I think for Minnesota, you know, this happens every year. A team outperforms expectations early. You wonder, is this just an anomaly or is this something they can sustain?
Well, it could be hard for them to keep this rolling, but the initial boost of confidence for all these players could help them weather any storms on the horizon.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Phoenix leading by 4. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Alex Len, the 5th overall pick from the 2013 draft, is with all young centers, Brent. He took some time to adjust to the league.
Well, he will turn 25 years old during the season, so you wonder if Phoenix's style of play is something that ends up winning out rather than what Alex Len provides for you in terms of his size, his ability down low to block shots and maybe score some points. But he's a center that still has potential.
For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Magic.
They drew a lot of fouls in that game, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
And it wasn't just the points that they got at the line that helped their cause. It was the foul trouble on the other side that went along with it. Several players stranded on the bench for long stretches, and the coach having to re-strategize.
Bledsoe dishes to Williams. No good there. And Minnesota now the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
And he knocks down the first one. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. It's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for
not
10.
Natural, right.
Oh, yeah, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have 3 things at that point, Kevin. 1, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. 2, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
Outside Gibson.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Here's Williams. Rebound, Minnesota. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Taj Gibson's postgame continues to improve, that time showing a nice touch.
Bledsoe against Jones. Len, good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Gibson. And there's the pass to Jones. Kicks it to Butler. Dishes to Gibson. Feeds to Towns. And it's good, 2 points. Towns has got 8.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Timberwolves.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the three-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
Here's Wiggins. Good D by Williams.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Bledsoe passes to Booker. Back to Bledsoe. Glenn, a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Butler dishes to Wiggins. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Just the shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
On the wing, Booker, defended by Butler. Here's Len. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Wiggins kicks to Butler. Back to Wiggins. The dish to Gibson. Shoots over Len, and it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Wiggins. 12 points for Taj Gibson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And the Suns here with a different look. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Williams. Warren comes in for Jackson. Knight's checked in for Devin Booker. And Eula subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Chang, he's checked in for Gibson. Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones. A floater. Good. Ulis has got his first 2 points of the night.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Now Muhammad. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And it's Chris in the corner. This one for three. It's rebounded by Towns.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the dunk by Towns.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Here's a screen by Chris. Knight kicks to Chris. They get it back. Can't cash in from close range.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
Phoenix has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And Ulis has it in the corner. Back to Warren. Got a piece of it. Muhammad with the steal. Goes up. And the dunk by Muhammad.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's a screen by Chris. Ulis with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Really left alone that time. Knight's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
Got to appreciate seeing Knight trying to improve his three-point shooting. Needs to be sharp from the outside. Well, the sun set for the Phoenix organization on the draft this year as they ended up falling out of the top 3 after a really tough season. Still, they have a lot of youth to build around for their foreseeable future.
Now, here's Ulis. Brooks covering. Ulis kicks to Knight. Len sets a screen for Knight. He dishes it to Len. Shoots over Towns. Len's shot is off. And Brent, even with the bad luck in the lottery, the Suns picked up another great player to add to the likes of Chris and Booker.
For a while, it seemed like the Suns were just stuck between trying to compete and then fully retooling this entire team, and that's what they did. They have committed to the youth. They also have a very young coach in Earl Watson that could get their ear, and maybe if these guys have the shared experience coming up together of not having consistent success, that if it turns around for them, something special could be brewing.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Alex Len. Mahinmi's checked in for Minnesota. Now, here's Ulis. He's guarded closely. Right wing, wide open look. Rebound by Jang. Timberwolves leading by 3. Passes it to Muhammad. Fires for 3. Second chance shot, and Mahinmi lays it up and in. Mahinmi's got his first 2 points.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
And the shot by Warren, no good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
There's a screen by Chris. Here's Warren. No good again that time. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jang, a screen. Ahmed with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Mahinmi a screen from deep 3-point range. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up by 7. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. Second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
Timberwolves leading by 7. On the court for Minnesota. Brooks out there with Crawford. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Jang in at the 4 slot. That pushes it to double digits. Muhammad's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Timberwolves. Ulis kicks to Knight. There's a screen by Chris. Here's Warren. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Brooks. There's the feed to Mahimi. That one doesn't go. The Suns go the other way with it. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, watching T.J. Warren, you see a player who is always in control of every small action he makes on the floor.
Well, I think starting basketball games for T.J. Warren last year was a huge confidence builder. In his first 2 seasons, just 5 starts, but last year in his campaign, 59. He seemed to keep growing and growing in terms of that confidence that we're talking about, and then his ability to score started to blossom.
Knight wide open. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
How about Chris using a little bit of muscle to get his way, fighting through the contact that time?
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for the Suns.
Well, after a strong season in 2016, Brandon Knight had a ton of trouble in 2017. His shot just wasn't there, and playing time was inconsistent. Big drop in playing time. We'll see if this year he can find a role that he's more comfortable in.
Dudley with a screen on Brooks. Chris. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 5. Jang, the pass to Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And for Knight in his struggles last year, Brent, the ball just wasn't dropping in for him as it usually does.
Yeah, tough to overcome some things maybe mentally, especially for Brandon Knight, who in his first few seasons basically was a starter. Ended up coming down to Phoenix and just 5 starts last year in the campaign. So mentally, maybe this offseason more important than what he does physically, Kevin.
Here's Mahimi. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
There's a screen by Chris. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Ulis has got his 2nd basket of the night. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the 2nd quarter. Outstanding shooting. Jang dishes to Mahimi. Muhammad on the wing. There's Crawford with the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Crawford's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. And the Suns call time. And you know, Brent, we know top-level coaching is an all-in affair. Strategy, motivation, working the officials. But who are some of the most complete coaches in the league right now?
Well, at the top of the list is Greg Popovich and what he does. There's no doubt that the way that he has his team prepared on a nightly basis, carrying out the game plan, the way he works the sidelines, as you mentioned, Kevin, Greg Popovich is the cream of the crop when it comes to NBA coaches.
Some changes for Phoenix. Williams, he's checked in for Marquise Chris. Devin Booker comes in for Warren. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Tyler Ulis. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Taj Gibson's checked in for Jack. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Jones subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Butler against Booker. Back to Williams. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark in 2 for 4.
How about Devin Booker scanning the floor and finding the right option?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Jones kicks to Gibson. Outside Butler. Here's Mahimi. Makes it off the glass. Mahimi's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
On the wing, Booker lets it go from deep. Some solid defense from Butler.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And yes, it's good. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Daniels kicks to Dudley. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his third basket of the night right there.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Right wing. Butler against Booker. Back to Mahinmi. Just 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. Gorgie Jang, number 1. Third is Karl Anthony Towns.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Jackson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker, the pass to Williams. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Butler up top, defended by Booker. Here's Gibson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Gibson's got 14.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Williams in the post, guarded by Mahinmi. Daniels drills it from outside. Daniels has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Minnesota leading by 7. Left side, Gibson. Wiggins outside. Back to Gibson. He dishes it to Mahinmi. Butler in the corner. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
And the Suns making a change here. Len's checked in. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Suns trail by 10. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
Shot clock at 3. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Over in the corner, Williams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Gibson. Putting up about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Yeah, this is what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to turn on. And right now, it is burning bright. He looks fantastic.
Booker with no one around. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Booker's got 5 now.
Well, Devin Booker continues to show that he's got a great feel for the game.
And Gibson kicks to Jones. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Right side, Gibson. Back to Wiggins. Right side, Gibson. Shoots over Len. Bank shot. No good.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And Jackson isn't bashful about pulling up from the mid-range. He just has a nice-looking stroke from that spot on the floor.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Suns trail by 9. Bledsoe kicks to Williams. Over Gibson. Here's Len. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. He has 7.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Jones dishes to Gibson. The kick outside to Butler. No good with the triple. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Offensive rebound. Jackson misses. Timberwolves leading by 7. It's Jones on the wing. To the wing on the left. To the inside. Towns, high post. Wiggins from outside. But they'll get another chance. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Towns the screen. Jones the pass to Butler. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Butler. Shoots the 3. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
One-on-one fast break. Right at the free throw line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Gibson, a smart player, terrific at taking good quality shots within his range. This is how he gets himself going.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Booker against Butler, and Booker kicks to Bledsoe. Baseline J on the way. Len's shot is off.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
How about the speed of Bledsoe on that drive right there? Fantastic at slashing inside and finishing.
Jones kicks to Gibson. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Cans it from downtown. Wiggins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Another attribute of his game, Jackson's so good at finding and locating that alley-oop there. Beautiful to watch this guy elevate.
Here's Butler. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
A fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
Suns trail by 5. Bledsoe dishes to Len. Back to Bledsoe. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Wiggins drives in. For 3, Gibson. The kick outside to Butler. And Jones has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. Puts up a 3. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Well, Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns the screen. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Over Booker. And it comes off the front of the rim. It's all tied in Phoenix. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. Josh Jackson had a huge first quarter. He had 13 points and 3 rebounds. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Minnesota?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One guy who's getting it done is Taj Gibson.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Jackson, the young perimeter pair. Alex Len out there with Williams. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Booker, defended by Butler. The 19-foot shot, a nice shot by Booker. Booker's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
That took a lot of energy just trying to even things up. We'll see if they have enough left in the tank to finish the job.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The free throw drops for Towns. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Ball's knocked loose. Bledsoe against Jones. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And I'm just loving how Butler looks for his teammates. If you're open, he'll find you.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And the free throw, no good. Tipped away. Here's Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 20.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Gibson against Williams. Yep, that one goes. Williams has got 10 points.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Jones kicks to Butler. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 4. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. No good from Bledsoe. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Bledsoe passes to Booker. For 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Len dishes to Bledsoe. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
One of the first attributes you hear about Eric Bledsoe is his strength, shown there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Towns, that one good for 2. Towns has got 10 points in just the second half.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Bledsoe with it. Jones covering. Bledsoe kicks to Williams. Here's the teardrop. And Gibson sends it back.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Suns trail by 9. And Booker kicks to Len. There's a good screen. Pass to Bledsoe. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Bledsoe showing some faith in the floater.
Jones kicks to Towns. Wiggins outside from downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Len's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
And a guy like Devin Booker, so deadly already at such a young age in this NBA. Brent, the ease in which he scores is something it's hard to find in a player.
Well, it definitely is. And then the idea that you force a young player, Kevin, to take on that kind of load for what you do offensively, averaged 11 shots his rookie year and then up to 18 in his second season. It's tough to sustain that kind of offensive relentlessness throughout the course of an NBA year. He did it last year. We'll see if he can do it again.
Suns trail by 7. To the inside. That's good from Williams, the assist by Booker. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Towns gets it to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Poked loose and stolen by Butler. Fast break, Minnesota. And the basket by Jones. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
They set the screen. Here's Bledsoe, and Bledsoe throws it down hard.
What a superb athlete, Eric Bledsoe, getting up big time.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Outside, Jones. Towns, the screen. Jones, the pass to Wiggins. He feeds it to Towns. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. 34 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Booker against Wiggins. Ball's knocked loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Bledsoe.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Mahimi against Williams. Taken away by Williams. Pass to Daniel. From downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Daniels has got 6.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
Wiggins from outside. Hits it from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Picked by Williams. For 3, Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Suns call time here. Brent, the stretch 4. The 3 and D players. Specialties that have emerged over the years. Any other specialties you see becoming a trend?
The one that I see as a trend, Kevin, right now is the redefining of the 5 position. Think about guys like Porzingis, Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, being able to stretch a defense out at the 5 position all the way out to the three-point line. We're redefining what it means to be a center in the NBA.
I'm sure there are traditional guys that see that and just can't believe what they're watching, huh? Guys out there that big and hitting shots.
Yeah, most of those old guys will take back to the home, Kevin. Just enjoy it while you can.
Suns here with a different look. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Allen Williams. TJ Warren comes in for Booker. Brandon Knight's checked in for Troy Daniels. And Eula subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Mahimi. Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Jones. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Knight. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Zhang kicks to Muhammad. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Suns trail by 13. Ulis dishes to Warren. There's a screen by Chris. Shoots off the screen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Warren's got 6.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Inside, And finished off by Jang.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
Knight kicks it up. No good on the shot. And Minnesota now the other way. It's off to Utah for them after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Well, we know he's a great scorer and a bit of a microwave, but Jamal Crawford can be a great passer. That was an unselfish play there.
Here's Dudley. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Brooks. 5 points in the game. Shoots over Ulis. Brooks misses. Suns trail by 13. Warren the pass to Ulis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 6 points for him.
Terrific effort from him really all night, yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
And here is Brooks. Crawford outside. He kicks to Towns. 5 on the clock. Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Knight on the wing. The pass to Dudley. Back to Knight. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
You got to stay down on Brandon Knight. Pretty effective that time at fooling the defense.
Greg, you look at Brandon Knight, and you figure that he would be perfect in the role of a 6th man off the bench.
You know, I think you hit it right on the head. I think he does fit that mold because of the ability to play both guard positions and also as a scorer facilitator. It's just never easy to learn the nuance of that role right off the bat. Adjusting to it is one reason I think he struggled so much last year.
And Zhang kicks to Crawford. Some solid defense from Knight.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Len sets a screen for Warren. Up again. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Now Jang. He's got 6. Down low. Here's Crawford. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And finished off by Jang.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ulis dishes to Warren. Back to Ulis. 32 seconds left in the third. There's a screen by Chris. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Suns have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves leading by 15. Jones with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And Gibson kicks to Zhang. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Knight. That one doesn't go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves lead by 15. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Suns trail by 15. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Taj Gibson is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then it's Jones. Then it's Crawford. And it's Muhammad in at the 3, the small forward.
They got to try to stay a little bit closer to Brandon Knight, that time working off the screen.
Zhang, a screen. Jones kicks to Zhang. Back to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. And Muhammad the bucket on the assist by Jones. And that's 11 points for Shabazz Muhammad.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Knight passes to Len. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Warren. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Gibson the screen. Crawford outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. And they need to avoid that.
Warren, good.
Good court awareness that time from Brandon Knight. He's a creative guard who has a good feel for when his guys are open.
Muhammad against Warren. Zhang inside. The shot misses. Feeds to Ulis over Gibson, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, Knight is a decent passer here, and I like to see him focus on getting the ball to the right guy at the right time.
Here's Gibson. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Now he's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Len, a screen. Knight dishes to Len, and the dunk by Len.
Knight with a good job in the pick and roll, outstanding at getting through the defense and then using the pass.
Jones kicks to Gibson. Misses from close range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Ulis. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Left side, Gibson. To the middle. Here's Jones. And no good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Now here's Ulis. Defended by Jones. It's stolen by Jones. Trying to find Muhammad. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. There's a screen by Chris. Here's Warren. Rebound by Zhang. Zhang's got 4 rebounds in this game. Crawford passes to Muhammad. Dishes it to Gibson. And Zhang kicks to Crawford. Gibson the screen. On the wing, Jones. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Plan a screen. They set the pick. And the wide open shot from Warren. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And 11 points for T.J. Warren.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Gibson. Rebound by the Suns. Land's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
And when you see T.J. Warren on the court, I just love his activity. I mean, he's always cutting and moving without the basketball. Very adept at finding those openings on the floor.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Williams, he's checked in for Chris. Booker comes in for Knight. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Ulis. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Jamal Crawford. And Warren last season had his year interrupted by injury, cooled off after the fast start. But Greg, he will always play with that activity.
Yeah, and he's so good at switching directions on a defender. Seemingly simple moves help him create great space both with and without the ball.
Jackson, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Bledsoe against Jones. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Top of the key. And that one goes long.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Bledsoe against Jones. Bledsoe dishes to Jackson. Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bledsoe. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timberwolves leading by 14. Outside Gibson. The kick outside to Butler. Bledsoe against Jones. There's the dish to Gibson. Wiggins outside. No good on the triple. The Suns have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And yes, it's good. 14 points for Williams.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
On the wing, Jackson. He tries for 3. They get the rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? To the paint. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Suns trail by 14. Len a screen. Booker the pass to Len. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Poked away. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so here's Phoenix. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Back to Wiggins. With the shot. Gibson with another miss.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 6 assists here tonight.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Len kicks to Bledsoe. A 3. Wiggins with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Towns. Outside Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Butler can't get that one to fall. Suns trail by 16. From about 16, a nice shot by Booker.
Booker knows how to get cooking from the mid-range. I like how quickly he rose up for that shot attempt.
Now here's Jones. Towns the screen. From the arc, Len grabs the board. Len's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Jack. Oh!
Just no denying his athletic ability. Jackson, whenever he sees a chance to attack the rim and make a statement, he doesn't waste any time rising up.
And here's Jones. Passes it to Towns. The feed to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And the Suns call time here.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
You know, Brent, the one thing we've seen from Coach Earl Watson is that he has a very good working relationship with his roster. His players have always said they have the trust of their coach.
Well, that's the key buzzword for what it is that Earl Watson wants to do with this young ball club, is that he wants to grow as they grow, and he wants to know that at all times Earl Watson has their back. He wants them to have the kind of success in the league that is going to afford them everything that they want, and he never shies away about talking about those things.
We get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Earl Watson talking to his team during the break. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Down low. And stolen by Williams. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 11. Wiggins outside. He dishes it to Butler. Off the screen. Rebound by the Suns.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
A minute 50 left to play here in the 4th. Gibson the screen. Jones kicks to Wiggins, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Butler is a true leader, a guy his teammates look up to, and one of the best in our game.
Outside, Jones. Towns dishes to Gibson, and he comes up with the deuce. Gibson's got 8 points here in this quarter. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. Booker against Butler. They set the pick. Jackson in the corner. Jackson missing again. Timberwolves leading by 12. Now Butler. .102 left in the fourth quarter. Jones kicks it out to Wiggins. Towns a screen on Jackson. Wiggins passes to Towns. Towns is doubled. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You could see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
Basket counts.
And you gotta love how Jackson shares the ball with his teammates. You gotta like that unselfish mindset.
17 seconds left in the game. Jones with it. Outside Butler. Back to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.